Okay, hello guys. It's a pleasure for having you guys here by my loft today. My name is Neil, surname Johnson. Yes, I'm racing under Neil Johnson in the NOK Union. Um, I started with pigeons from a very young age. My father's father, his grandfather, was racing pigeons. By that time, I was still a young boy. So I got interested in birds by seeing the pigeons in my grandparents' backyard. So I started racing in the club 2007. I started racing my first team of pigeons. By 2006, I was only visiting the club, helping the members basketing birds. Started racing in 2007. I've never dropped out, racing from 2007 up until now. What inspired me to race pigeons? I like pigeons from a very young age. I just love birds. Not only racing, but only breeding them. I didn't experience a lot of challenges for racing. It's just that sometimes time, we know that if you want to be competitive as a pigeon fancier, you need time. So I didn't have all the time to do all the stuff, training, and especially with my working conditions. But yeah, that's basically how everything started, and I'm still enjoying racing my birds. Here in LOL North, I'm not quite sure when the club the existence of the club. But what I can say is my grandfather was one of the old members that was racing in this club, LOL North Pigeon Club. I was still a baby the time he was flying pigeons in this club. So when I grew up, as I was saying, I saw the pigeons in my grandfather's backyard, and I've decided, before I thought I'll be racing, just to keep a small amount of pigeons in the backyard of our house. Yeah, so I started to race in LOL North Club. By that time, we were a lot of members, but due to the age of the old fanciers dropping out, I think we were left by 15 members, yes. So I started racing in LOL North Pigeon Club 2007. I started to race in the club. The competition in our club, it's very tough. You need to have good pigeons to compete in the club, as well as in the federation. What's nice about our club is each week there is no fancier that dominates our club, that wins each and every week. We have different fanciers winning week out and week in and week out. And we take it from there. We congratulate each other. There's a nice spirit in our club. That's what I like about my club. My achievements for racing now, I've been club champion twice. That's one of my achievements that I'm really proud of. I've been racing quite well in the union as well. Last year I was top 10 out of plus minus 80 members flying. In the club, I can't recall now, but I've won a lot of club races. I think it's over 30 club races that I've won thus far. Going back to the strain of the pigeons is, what I've done is, when I started to race, I've realized that you can't be competitive in the pigeon sport if you don't have good genetics. So I've decided to go out there and check where I can purchase pigeons that I can afford. I went out and I select a few fanciers that I bought some pigeons from. If I can only mention a few, Uncle Andre Reinders from Witpenhokke in the Oerf. I bought one cock from him. On the father's side, it's line bred to 404 Proven Dream from out of Africa. And the mother side, it's a daughter of Casanoma. That cock bred me to date 6 winners. where I've given one of the fanciers in Burkersdorp, Uncle Billy Lawrence, 2 eggs. Last year, that baby was also a double club winner for him, also winning the union. And what makes this achievement so great for me is the same time he won the union with one of my cock's children, the same father's baby was 12 on the track. That flew 12 position for me on the track. So my bloodline is basically Sablon, Tom Lock, that I cross with. And then I also have some other pigeons from good fanciers, too lot to mention. Some Lavouter birds. I'm also having some Chris Marais patries. Yeah, so that's basically the backbone. But since I've ever introduced birds from Andre Reinders from Witpenhoeke, the whole pigeon racing changed for me. I started to become more competitive, especially in the union. I've won nice prizes with that cock's offspring. I also bought a hen from Uncle Andre, which is also a golden Kareli hen, crossed with a Casanova cock. Even the hen herself bred me some very good pigeons. So my bloodline is basically, yeah, the Sablons with the Tom Locks, and then I just crossed them with the Chris Marais patries. And then I also purchased some other bloodlines that I'm currently still testing in the union. Insight about my training and feeding, guys. On the training, I must be tell you guys now actually that I'm working plus minus 55 k's from where I stay. So training makes it a bit difficult for me. I usually train my birds when I get an opportunity or when I'm off duty. Otherwise, I will just circle them around the loft. But my goal is, if I can get maybe 2 training tosses a week, before we basket on a Thursday, and then on a Saturday, try to get a toss of 120 or 130 kilometers. So this is what my training consists of. And then my feeding, yeah, we all know there's different types of feedings out there that fanciers use. I'm doing my own mix. I've actually experienced and learned a lot from all different kind of mixtures out there on the market. So I try to mix a mixture that suits very well with my birds. Affordable mixture. So what I do is basically I just mix my mix consists of maize, pellets and sunflower. I've used a lot of other mixes from different fanciers that was working quite well, but with the expenses, some of the mixes are too expensive, so I've changed my mix this year, and so forth. My pigeons are doing very well on my new mix. I must say, if it was not for my family, I wouldn't have raised pigeons, because there are times that I'm stuck at work. I can't feed my birds on time. Then I just have to phone home and ask my family to quickly assist with even training of the birds around the loft, feeding and mixing all the different mixtures. So I do get 100% support from my family. If I can give advice to beginners coming into the sport, guys, try to read as much as you can about raising pigeons. Nowadays you can just go on Google. You can Google anything and Google will answer you. Buy pigeon books. We all know that you get different types of pigeon books with good information that can equip your mind with all these different kinds of diseases. Because if you're going to start with pigeons, all fanciers will tell you a different story, but you have to experience it in your own loft. So get yourself, read a lot about pigeon breeding, racing, different feed mixtures, and then also when you go out there to buy some pigeons, do your homework. Don't just go and buy any pigeon that you like. Check for guys that are flying year in, year out, on top in their union or on their federations. There are a lot of guys outside with many good pigeons that can sell or that are selling to us for affordable prices. So second thing is get some very good pigeons that's just gonna make success more easier for you in the pigeon racing sport than just to go and buy any pigeon without doing your homework. So yeah, that's my advice to the beginners. And lastly, I would just like to thank you guys. Thank you for making the time to come to us here in the Eastern Cape. I really appreciate it. It's an honor for me to have you guys here at my Lofts today. Thank you.